For more than 22 years, I have been doing the daily blog and then vlog called Sheep Guarding Llama, and the website is still sheepguardingllama.com. Here on the vlog, for many years, I called it the Sheep Guarding Llama vlog, and now that we're starting to get a lot of subscribers, I've started calling it the Scott Alan Miller vlog. That is where youtube.com/Scott Alan Miller vlog. So it's nice and easy to find, but there are still a lot of people who have never heard the story of why it was called Sheep Guarding Llama, what that means, why it's ever been there, and it's very confusing. So today, I am finally going to make the video and shed the light on why it has been called, and is still officially called, the Sheep Guarding Llama blog, sheepguardingllama.com. Here we go. So the original story, we have to give a backstory to around 1986. Nathan Parker and I were at probably the New York State Fair, but it may have been like the Erie County Fair in New York. But we were at a large fair. We went to a agricultural and husbandry pavilion, and there they had a display, a farm that was showing off sheep guarding llamas. And we thought it was the coolest thing. These are llamas who are assigned to go with sheep, so they're much like a shepherd of the animal kingdom. And because llamas see sheep much like baby llamas, they tend to be very protective of them. So it was a thing that we just thought was so cool, because first of all, llamas are just cool, right? In general. And llamas that are like sheep guardians, how cool is that? And while we were there, we picked up these flyers that said Sheep Guarding Llama, and had a picture of a llama and talked about all the great things about llamas, how they guard sheep, how they'll actually attack and kill wolves and other predators. They're friendly with people. They have dry poop that they always put in the corner. They always poop in the same place. They don't bite. They do spit. They are so comfortable to travel. You can even put them in the back of a minivan sometimes. It's amazing that I can remember some of these details from a flyer I got at the fair when I was 10 years old. But both of us saw it as a very memorable event in our lives. And we've always, the two of us, identified with sheep guarding llamas for whatever reason. We just thought it was the coolest thing. So around 1999, I believe it was, at the end of the year, I started my daily journal, mostly as just a way for my friends and family to keep up with me. At that time, I had moved away from my hometown. I was starting my own business. I was extremely busy, and it was very hard to keep up with what was going on in my life. And I was just starting to live with Nathan and some more roommates, Bob and Andy, primarily in Ithaca, New York. So it was a nice way to communicate, mostly with my parents, but also with other people, because we had lots of friends everywhere who just wondered what was going on with our lives, because we had a lot going on. We were very, very busy. And so the original blog was called Bitches in the Sea, after the line from the movie Bad Boys. Where he says, if you don't shut up, I'm just gonna drive this car off the bridge, and there we're gonna be two bitches in the sea. And all of our roommates referred to ourselves as bitches in the sea because it's a funny line in the movie. At that time, one of our roommates was a high school teacher and started getting a lot of his students following my blog, and we said, all the content is family friendly, but the name kind of isn't, so let's just change that. So the obvious choice was Sheep Guarding Llama. So the name switched to sheepguardingllama.com right around February of 2000. Prior to that, I was hand coding the blog and just making a single page. So I would go in every day, roughly, and make a new front page. So you just go, if you didn't read it, that day was just gone. You had to read it every day, or it was gone forever. It wasn't like on another page, couldn't search for it. It wasn't like that. This is before the age of WordPress and all that stuff. Then I figured out I wanted to keep it. So after about 4 to 6 months, I started trying to do a daily update and store it, but I was still hand coding it. So I would just make a new page, and I wrote basically I wrote my own WordPress by hand. It took a lot of effort. Then at some point I moved to WordPress and copied manually all of those pages into WordPress and built it as an engine, but we've kept sheepguardingllama.com all that time. It is still on WordPress today. All of those early entries after I started keeping them are there, and that has been the blog ever since. There's a lot of times I've missed doing it every day, but for whole years at a time, I've gone without missing a single day. I've been very dedicated to it over the long haul. It is one of the longest single author written works in human history. It is extremely long, well worth checking out, very interesting. And then about 2 years ago, I decided that I was tired of writing all day, every day, to do this blog, and that doing a vlog on YouTube would be a really interesting way to maintain what I was doing, journaling my life every day, but add to it this visual and connection, and be able to show things in places, because I spend a lot of time traveling and doing interesting things, and during COVID I really just needed to shake things up. And I guess I started doing the vlog a little bit before COVID, but really COVID solidified that this is something I wanted to do in a format that I wanted to do it in. So I came up with a process for doing this and moved the blog primarily over to the vlog. The site's still there, I'm still using it, that's not gonna go away ever. But that is the backstory as to why this is the Sheep Guarding Llama vlog, and why I'm not calling it that anymore on YouTube, because new people coming in are not going to the website, they are not getting the backstory, they're just coming in and seeing a video, and I want them to be able to have a way to figure out why it sometimes says that, and why our logo is a sheep, a group of sheep in a field being guarded by a llama, which is a very cool logo. Thank you, Valentina. But it is a little bit confusing if you're new to the channel, so that is your explanation. Thanks for joining me. Like, subscribe, and if you're really new and have never known the Sheep Guarding Llama story, welcome to the channel. Doing some cool stuff here. It's an adventure. I'm in Nicaragua now. This show and the blog have gone through living in many countries, traveling to 36 or so, and there is so much more adventure coming in the future. I think it's gonna be a fun ride. So hit that like button. He likes it. This guy knows. This is the vlog. So this is the chicken bus coming through Leon. Like, hit the subscribe so you see all this content every morning, a new episode, quite often in the afternoon, another episode. I'll see you all tomorrow.